When I found out I was going to be a father, it was 4 weeks prior to her scheduled delivery. And on October 20th, 2022, 20 days before my 18th birthday, my daughter was born. While there is a considerable amount of awareness when it comes to prevention of STIs, unplanned pregnancies can be just as dangerous. As me and my family approach my daughter's first birthday, I recall just how difficult it's been and continues to be to raise a child as an ambitious young adult in his first semester of college. Having to get a job 1 week after walking the stage, not being able to spend that money on the things that I enjoy, and coming to terms with the fact that for the next 18 to 20 years, my life won't be my own. Now, I know it sounds like a horror story, but for the record, I love my daughter to an extent that words and phrases may never be able to accurately represent. But if I were able to communicate to myself 2 years ago just how difficult this road will be, I would have saved my own life. It's very unhealthy to have a child at a young age, not only for the parent, but for the child as well. At the time, I obviously had no savings, and according to usafacts.org, the cost to birth a child in 2019 was $22,000. So the only way for me and my family to afford this was with government assistance. The following months consisted of restless nights with a gassy, sassy baby, barely scraping by with enough sleep to get through my classes with a C average and make it to my part-time job on the weekends. Through this, I struggled like nothing I've ever felt before. Not being able to continue my hobbies of late night gaming with my friends or not being able to sleep over with them was hard to cope with. I was forced to face the fact that due to the immaturities of my previous self, my life was no longer my own. Aspirations of creating art full time and making music as an up-and-coming artist blew away, along with the visions of raising my first child in an ideal environment, being able to provide her with everything that she might need. Speeding tickets becomes catastrophic. Trying to get through the months without relying on assistance from my parents became more of a prayer than a routine. And as I look back, I wish I were able to warn myself just how difficult and real this road would be, as well as just how avoidable it is. And there are a variety of contraceptives available, such as condoms, which according to PlannedParenthood.org, in 2023 had an effectiveness rate of 87% when used as the only form of contraceptive. However, when accompanied by other forms of contraceptives such as IUDs or pharmaceutical birth controls, the amount of protection warranted by those against unplanned pregnancies vastly increased. Other natural forms of birth control, such as popular tea-like forms of birth control or more manual forms of birth control, are not recommended due to their unreliability. However, if the intent is on remaining natural, the best option is always abstinence, because nothing is worth the risk of burdening your life as well as your child's. So, while it is crucial to protect against STIs, it is just as important to protect against unplanned pregnancies as well. All babies are amazing, but it is much better to have them whenever you are out of school and have the money and time required to raise a child. Methods such as condoms or pharmaceutical contraceptives are great alternatives to do this. And while my wish to warn myself and my And as my wish to prevent myself and my child from getting in this situation is no longer possible, I may be able to save you. So be responsible and use real protection. Thank you.